Okay, there we go. Hello. Welcome to another late night podcast editing session. Let me make sure that I have some system audio going. Normally use a different camera. I really honestly don't really mind using my FaceTime camera, so it's inconsequential in this case. Hopefully, you're looking at plenty of other things. Yeah, bear with me just a second here. I'm going to. There we go. System audio. It looks like it's good. Perfect. Okay, so first things first. I am going to get an upload started, so I'm going to switch accounts there so I can do that. Hello, say hi in the comments if you'd like. I'd be happy to meet you guys. Anyone who's tuning in. This is going to be pretty relatively low key, just me working and whatnot, but happy to answer questions. And I'll probably talk about what I'm doing mainly because I'm bored and it keeps me focused. So, anyway, let me get this video uploading to YouTube here. And then we will go from there. Let's see here. There we go. Finished files. Video and 149. Get that started uploading. So, again, hi, my name is Chris, and I am a podcast video and audio editor. I do both. And while I'm at it, since I have everything ready, let me go ahead and just knock out all these notes. Let me pull this down into the main screen. Okay, here we go. Finished up the edit on this earlier today, put the fine tunes on it, but had to export it, and it was, yeah. Okay, looks like we are 600 words long right now, 600 characters long. Going to remove these. Can't remove that. I can remove this. All of these are on their website. Are we enough? Nope. Okay. Yeah, all of these are on their website. I am going to remove those. There we go. Under the 5,000 count. Okay, let me upload the PNG here real quick. Put it in the playlist. So if you are still in the chat and you're an editor as well, what's your favorite and your least favorite aspect about podcasting? Mine would have to be the management of blogs and all of that. It's just not as fun. It's not the worst, but it's not as fun. So, scheduled this for release at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Not that anybody will be watching at that time on YouTube, but that's when the podcast goes out. Okay. There we go. Scheduled, closed. There we go. And not up yet, obviously, but I can grab the embed code and get it embedded into the blog as well. Hello and welcome. If you just joined, my name is Chris. I'm a podcast editor, and this is a late night podcast editing session. I'm just taking care of a last little tail end of needing to upload a podcast video version of podcast to YouTube. So I'm just wrapping that up here real quickly. It shouldn't take me very long at all. And then we will dive into a couple episodes. I've got a detail edit to finish. On a video and audio, technically. In this one, I can't. In video podcasting, removing all the ums and ahs and whatnot, as you probably well know, is a little annoying. It's more distracting than it's helpful. So I have a podcast that I kind of do in two parts. I do a basic edit of the video, get all the content out of it that we want out of it, and then for the other one, for the other one, we do a detailed edit, removing the ums and ahs and everything else like that. So it's good stuff. Just catching up on my Facebook, obviously. I took it off my phone a while ago. I've seen a production increase from that, which is nice, but it means that I don't get my notifications anymore on my phone, and so they stack up. Okay. Anyway, that is done. It's working. It's doing its thing. Uploading. Luckily, it's at 21% already. I'll take it. This is a slightly smaller file because it's a 720p video, so it's not too huge, and all of that. Ishi, it's no problem. It's my pleasure to be able to share my process, my workflow, as well as give folks a chance to see a different point of view on what they do. What do you edit in, Ishi? Are you doing audio and video, or are you doing audio only? And what's your application of choice? Okay, bringing up Final Cut, I am switching gears into edit mode. I've got a checklist of final edits to make to the episode, and then from there we will do a we'll export that out, get that video done, and then from there we'll do let me consolidate this here real quick. Just audio Descript. Okay, yeah. We're going to be using Descript whenever I get into the detail edit phase. If you see me using it ineffectively, please chime in. I am horrible at it. Just one of those things that I'm still trying to get better at that function, but I'm really slow at it, which is why I don't generally do it. But for this particular podcast this week, their normal guy who does that, or group that does that, is unable to do so. So I am taking on both halves of this. That's the archive. I don't want the archive. So of Reaper and Audition, which one is your favorite, and why? 102. Episode 102. Now, I've done the majority of the edit already. This is what I guess I'd call a rough cut. This is what I sent to the podcast host to review and suggest areas that there were trimming and content that they'd rather not include and things like that. So, with this type of an edit, of course, I'm going to start at the end and work my way forward. So I have a checklist of notes. Let me pull that up here real quick. I'm just going to check them off from last to earliest because, of course, they're time synced. And so we will start at the 380 part. Let me actually pull this over here. Sound cuts out a few words at the end. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm doing there is I'm just cutting it a little too quick. One of the wonderful things of
listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Just me and Jaron talking about these kind of things, but hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening. And we'll talk to you guys. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. 777. Hope you guys enjoy this conversation. It's kind of a unique thing that we haven't done a whole lot of, just me and Jaron talking about these kind of things, but hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Now, actually, before I do any of this, I need to actually reprocess this audio and replace it. So one of the things that we noticed with this is that for some reason, something that RX did to this original audio was just wonky. It kind of had an echo effect to it when the original audio feed was not that way at all. So I intend to fix that. So I'm going back to the original. Let me get RX up here real quick, and I'm going to do it actually kind of by hand, which is annoying to have to do, but I'd rather do it and do it right. It was definitely something that was observed by my hosts here. Okay, I pulled it out and put it in there, I guess. Okay. Okay, so let's process on this a bit.
Jump out to you, but sometimes it's just a matter of like really breaking it down to each individual step that you've taken and start picking it apart.
So I'm actually going to go. I'm curious what he's saying got cut out.
Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Okay, so don't talking about these kind of things, but hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. So, but again, thanks everybody for listening or watching. Be sure to check out the show notes. It
actually sounds pretty decent.
I think that kind of wraps it up.
I'm going to go ahead and run Leveler on it first off. Issue, where are you located, if you don't mind me asking? If you're even still watching, you may have swapped out with someone else. Someone's watching. Hi, whoever you are. Wish it showed me who was actively watching, but yeah, whatever. Okay, 2-3 minutes. I'm still iffy on whether or not I like this leveler in RX. Normally, I use a combination of vocal writer and basic compression, but I'm starting to, and I switched to this recently, but I'm starting to feel like it actually makes things a little worse for me. It's not quite the quite as focused as I would like it to be, and that's unfortunate. So we'll see. I just need to play with them a little bit more. I did recently invest in a training program specifically for RX 7 and 8 by Don and Darnie Barnes, members of the Podcast Editor Club, geniuses in their own right, doing it's like 7 hours of content. And I'm only I'm about maybe halfway through. I need to get through all of it so that I can actually know these types of things from an expert, because they've shown me all sorts of different little things that are just crazy for me. This RX7, RX8 is well worth the investment if you're editing podcasts. Gets rid of so many of the annoying sounds that we face when we're dealing with. And I think I just made about 5 of them just now, subconsciously, because of course I do that. I'm a bad podcaster. I make bad sounds, like lip smacks and all sorts of things. Yeah. Okay, looks like that's done. Let's see how it sounds with just that.
And honestly, like, I know there's a lot of other land investors out there who would be well equipped to answer a lot of these same questions, but I feel like we are uniquely equipped to address some of these things because, like, this is like what we talk about every month.
Okay, don't mind that. I am going to go ahead and make sure I do dialogue or de-reverb. Do a section here.
These same questions, but I feel like we are uniquely equipped to address some of these things because, like, this is like what we talk about every month in our office hours calls for the Land Investing Masterclass. It's just constant barrage of the same questions again and again. And usually there's like different twists on it, like different.
This is pretty clean. It's already really clean, but in this case, I'm hoping that it will be a little cleaner as it goes forward. Let me go ahead and run that. Let's see how that runs. Ooh, 20 minutes. God, I love this type of thing. This is about almost 2 hours of audio, so it doesn't completely surprise me. I might, while this is running, do some other work on some other things. First, I'm just going to get some water. I'll be right back. 17. Let's see what our upload status is here. 84%. Not bad. Okay, video will be done before long. It will take some time to process, but that upload should be done pretty soon, which is awesome. Okay, let me get this mixed. Being ketogenic, sometimes a little energy boost is helpful, and for me, I have a little BHB, beta hydroxybutyrate, and that will be my energy. I don't want caffeine right now. I want focus. This is artificial ketones, basically. From a lab version of what your body automatically creates whenever it converts fat into energy. Not that anybody wanted to know that. Okay, 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull Final Cut up and start pulling in some files because there's some things I can do in there. Let's pull up the Raising the Standard library here. We need a new event. Pull in the video, let it process, let it crunch. Love this, that it's yeah, but it is 4K footage, so it takes up quite a lot of, oh, wow, okay, that was not what I wanted. Nope, nope, not at all what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Let's see here.
I want to focus on this second responsibility. Remember,
Okay, let's process his audio as well. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this audio, if you notice, this actually has multiple channels, and this was a mix pre worth of audio. And what I'm doing here is going to create a separate copy of just the direct feed. No amplification, no boosting, no anything like that from the mix. Wait, let's check this because this may be...
God gave man in the garden. A quick recap on those are be fruitful, multiply.
Maybe I've been grabbing the wrong one. Yep. I'm going to grab this one this time. It's possible. Yeah. Doesn't sound bad. It's not overdriven, which is what I was trying to avoid. But I'm going to create new from clipboard. Okay, got a little bit of noise floor. One very sharp dip right there.
Keep, to be aggressive, to watch out, to be a defender. And instead, he lets an enemy intruder enter his house, enter his place.
Okay. Let's see, where do I want to focus first? I am going to level first. Should take some of the highs, bring them down, bring some of the lows back up, but none of it. Pretty standard, actually, right now. It actually is going to average out quite well, I think. It's going to take a couple minutes. Upload complete. Yay, it's processing. We'll have to process here before I can add the end plates. Um, I mentioned this earlier in on that I'm doing a course with that was created by Dawn and Donnie Barnes, members of the Podcast Editors Club, and I cannot recommend it enough. This course is so worth every single penny. And if you are a member of the Podcast Editors Academy, you do get a discount on this. Let me log in here real quick, and I'll show you a sneak peek behind the curtain to see what you're missing on intros and transports and all this stuff. And I'm on number 8. Got 18 to go through total, so I'm not even halfway through. Lots and lots of really good stuff. They dive super deep into all of the everything. They've worked for years with RX and work with the team from RX to help support and improve the platform. And so they really are certifiable experts on it. Don Barnes is a genius when it comes to this stuff. Okay, we have this one leveled. Let's see what it's like. Okay. Looks roughly the same. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, let's do a deplosive because I'm hearing them. Doing a little bit of this out of order. In fact, actually, let me do at least a section of my module change. I'm not going to normalize this further. I will leave declip in there just to take the edge off of it. Oh, that was very aggressive. Spectral denoise. Nope. I'm going to just bypass that. There's very little noise on this, it sounds like. Voice denoise I will leave on. Breath control I'll leave on, but I'm going to make it pretty lightweight. Mouth declick. Yeah, have that thing turn up like crazy. Deplosive sensitivity all the way. Yes. Yeah, fine. That's fine. Okay, and then we don't need to level again. Okay, let's run that stack. Denoise already, so that's good. I just recently upgraded to RX8, so for me, it's been cool to get to learn some of the ins and outs, and I upgraded to the advanced, made a bit of a jump there to get to that. My phone's telling me to go to sleep. It's not going to happen. I've got too much to do. So, yeah, these are two different projects that I'm working on simultaneously. Luckily, nice 8-core, 16-core technically. Processor handles a lot of this stuff really, really easily. So that's cool. once more. Got my coffee mug right here. I will employ it if I need to. Hopefully not. There was an interesting discussion in Chris Curran's podcast production, what was it called? A Locals group, about a thing where he had done something on the road and he had mixed it all with his headphones, but he didn't have his reference monitors. Hi, welcome to the stream. If you just joined, it looks like someone's just joined. Say hi in the chat if you'd like. I'm just kind of working away doing some editing, preparing 2 separate podcasts actually right now, trying to get them out ASAP. One of them has been a deadline of yesterday for a little while, and the day filled up on me, so I did get it done yesterday officially. It is now midnight Central Time, and yeah, so I'm just working away trying to get things done. I am reprocessing audio for the video that really just needs fine tuning, but the audio is just weird on one of the speakers, one of the hosts. So I am reprocessing that. Hopefully it is nearly done with the stage that I have it going through right now. I'm gonna just kid glove it a little bit and check it as I go. And then this other one is a whole new project that will be posted tomorrow at some point. If I get it done, I get it done. If not, I will just finish it tomorrow. Like I said, when I get files day before or the day that it's supposed to be able to be edited, it's kind of one of those things. You get best effort. Okay. So about a minute more there. Switch over. Doesn't like doing that. Okay, yeah. So about 2 more minutes over here. So not too bad. I'm gonna let that run. Not try to switch over. Task my system too much. Seems to handle it pretty well. Fans are going pretty good, but they're not even on high. Let me crank those up. Right side is running slower than the left side, which is interesting to me, even though they seem to be running at full power. Wonder if that's systematic. I'm not sure. Anyway, mainly just doing the stream to keep myself active and focused, because, well, otherwise I'd be getting into video games or whatever. Or YouTube click tunnels, because that's what happens to me. Currently waiting on a video I uploaded to YouTube to process so that I can add closing slides for it. And then we will didn't mean to switch. Oh well. And then that one will be in the books. It's already embedded everywhere that it needs to be, and everything's scheduled to go out. So I shouldn't have too much more to do on that. Okay, Deplosive. We are nearly done with this one. tell that someone is watching. Say hi in the comments if you'd like. I'd love to get to meet you. Hope that you find this educational and helpful. Guess they shouldn't say comments. It's live chat technically right now. One of the most awesome things to see is my processor just completely pegged out like this. Had a system before I had this MacBook that would slow to a crawl on stuff like this. It was very much ancient in comparison to my 2019 MacBook Pro that I'm currently running, and so it is very pleasurable to me to test the capability of this thing whenever I can. So between streaming, which hopefully I'm going out in a high quality stream. I don't know what my 30 frames per second. I think my resolution is set for 1080, but I could be wrong. I don't even know what my stream is in. Let me see. Output. Yeah, I'm kind of currently doing stuff, so it doesn't let me see it. But resolution should be 1080. So yeah, streaming 1080. Looks like I've got a good consistent connection. And yeah, okay. As well as crunching on hours of audio. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying. Okay, so let's. So this one is done. Let's listen to it now that it's gone through the module chain.
Leads them into doubt, it turns into disobedience, and it results in disloyalty to God. And Adam was given a very clear responsibility. Remember that word keep meant to put a hedge around. So here's the way we could say it. Adam, keep the walls up. Build the walls around your house. Watch. Look out for invaders. Protect and keep your family safe. And we see that Adam did not do.
Sibilance in there is not extreme by any means. Hi, welcome. Looks like someone just joined. Welcome to the stream. Say hi in the live chat if you'd like to. Doing a little bit of audio cleanup right now on one side and re-audio cleanup on the other. So got a couple different podcasts that I'm working on tonight. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's see here. Let's thinking about things real quick. Let's see what. Let me switch over to spectral view. Everything I'm hearing, everything I'm seeing looks good. Now, one of the things I'm going to do, manual, is do an instant process here on all of that. Mainly because anything that low in frequency is just absolutely unnecessary. So, hi, 5 viewers. Wow. Welcome to my stream. Why am I not seeing the change on this? Welcome.
So here we have a picture. We're picturing possibly
hear where
Eve
you're
ate the
from,
fruit
who you-
and she went to Adam and gave
who
it
you
to
are,
him,
all
and
that
then
type of stuff.
he was convinced. But that's not really what happened. We'll see here in this verse. I'm going to read you Genesis 3.
Well, let's do this instead. Grab a nice chunk of quiet here. It worked. It did what I needed, or I asked it to do. I'm going to turn off its process. Grab that chunk here. Let me do a spectral denoise, but leave it targeted. Okay. Mainly want to get tonal. No, I want to get noisy stuff. I don't see any tonal stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, get this out of camera view. Okay, looks like my other audio file got done, which is awesome. If you have any questions or want to know more about anything specific, I'll try to answer the questions. I know where to point you otherwise, so please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to get you taken care of in one way, shape, or form. I don't know everything, but I know quite a bit. And then what I don't know, I absolutely try to know the people that know what they need to know. So happy to provide references. Spectral noise going pretty good right now. See a little bit of horizontal line here in the middle of the screen. I don't know what the amp or the frequency is on that. We'll see if it gets removed. It's really, really light, so I have a feeling it will go away. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And refresh waveforms. Visually looks a lot cleaner, that's for sure. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Okay, cool. So sounds really clean. Sounds really good. I'm not hearing anything crazy. I'm not seeing any signs of like AC or anything like that kicking in. There's this tiny little notch here that I have no clue what that is, but I'm not worried about it because audibly it would not be effective to the human ear. That's right around 6,000 hertz. So, yeah, not really in the audible vocal spectrum. Most everything that happens above here doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that one. I'm going to go ahead and export that with a 32-bit float file. It is currently 9600 or 96,000 hertz on a refresh rate, which is awesome. Now his audio did get split in two for some reason. The last few moments of the recording, anything above 30 minutes apparently gets split off. So I do have a part 2 here to address. So let me add that in here real quick. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to copy from clipboard just like before.
So reaping the consequences.
Okay, and then this should go a little bit faster. I did level hi and welcome if you're just joining. I hope you'll pick up on a thing or two. Just editing a couple podcasts here, and I'll be jumping around in between a couple depending on what's going on. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a last cleanup phase for a couple things. So we are going to do, let's do the module chain, just like I did it before. If you'd like, go ahead and say hi in the team in the live chat. I am monitoring that. I'd love to answer questions and interact with you in any way that I can. It keeps me alive and kicking here. Okay, cool. I've got a video that needs some end screens added. Let me add those here real quick. Cool. That one is set. Done. Fiend. I will take it.
Start. Well, this
Have you
is
had it like
always,
that the whole time?
yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so start the whole thing.
You are so
I did not mean to sign out. Yeah, I totally didn't mean to do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm like highly distractible because that's what I am at night. And accounts here. Sorry, totally didn't mean to do that, but I am trying to. Cool. Okay. Switch. Save. And let's go back to my main channel. That's what I wanted to do actually. Okay. Now we're back. Okay. Again, hi and welcome. Sorry, I'm back. I'm focused. Okay, that is done and over with. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the module chain ran. That didn't take long. This is only about 3 minutes of audio. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this small little section of relative silence. And I'm going to do spectral denoise on the whole thing based on that. Get rid of some of the residual white noise. Boom. Okay, cool. Let's hear how it sounds. Make sure nothing.
To defend. We can decide whether I put that teaser into the next.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, we will put that in there. Episode 5. This is part 2. Cool. So, that is ready for later. This one is one that I'm really needing to do right now. So,
Well, where I was like, I kind of want to try this thing for a while. And I just realized like, no, it's just not as good. And I talked to a lot of people. Plenty of parcel map.
okay, let me do this here real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do.
Is that Joe?
go through and manually silence these actual silent parts.
Yeah.
It's a pain, but it doesn't take very long, and it will get rid of some of these residual things. Otherwise, this is a really clean audio, actually, in this case. He's using a decent mic. He's standing pretty far away from it, but he's kind of soundproofed his office a bit.
Yeah.
Helps a bit. These are yeps that I probably took out. So for those that are new on the stream, this particular audio is actually the companion audio to a video that I've already started editing, and there's just something off with it. So I sent it in for content review with the note that's saying I'm going to reprocess this audio. So that's what I'm doing right now, and then we'll go from there. Okay, all of that can be cleared.
What do you wonder about? Yeah. It's one of the drawbacks to being as handsome as I am.
So now I'm just kind of doing some rough edits based on the waveform.
Yeah.
Most of these yeps and yas I'm muting manually anyway with the edit, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove them here because they will not make the final cut. A little bit of desk noise here and there. That's what we're part of what we're clearing up here, which is fun.
Yeah, and other like new.
I'll leave that one because it's right up against text, so I might have left it. I'm using the silence command shortcut key, Shift S, in. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was going to remove that. That's. This again is a yep.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
There's some things that you just learn from cadence and everything else.
Just
A little wonky little sound there.
yeah.
This particular podcast is totally, I have permission to be super aggressive with ahas and things like that. So I'm.
Yeah.
That's what I am doing. I'm being aggressive.
Yes, sir. I'd cut you off. Gotcha.
So there's a lot of this that I'm hearing that is bleed over from his headphones. That's going to be feedback that I give this host to let them know that I'm actually hearing his co-host through his headphones on his microphone, which will hopefully help him know to either turn down the volume or get better seal.
Yeah, I mean, even if I mean, even if and yeah.
Sorry, this is rather boring probably, but that's kind of the nature of podcast editing is there's a lot of boring aspects to it.
Anyway.
Those aren't real words. I'll just make sure. Let's see, what's my timestamp on that? 58. Let me put a note down here real quick.
I heard somebody say, sorry.
58:45.
Yeah, and that's actually
Yeah, totally.
Leave the ad totally. I don't think I ended up using it in the edit if I remember correctly, but I'm gonna leave it there for now.
and
Is that you saying something? Okay. Go ahead.
Would have cut all of that out, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. Placeholders, kind of more than anything, make sure that.
do you know anybody who is
Wonderful.
I don't
Boring.
either. Yeah,
I'll be honest, these are the hardest to get through, but sometimes they become the most.
you know,
Some of the ones that you become the proudest about. like especially like this one, I'm anticipating that it's going to come out really good in the end, and it's the first one that these guys have done using Riverside, and it's going to be really high quality for them, which is huge improvement because they were using Zoom, and it looked and sounded horrible. Came very close to full on insulting this guy.
Yeah, let's.
When I was kind of giving a firm suggestion that Riverside had improved and they should give it a shot again. It's well worth a little bit of effort to get it working. They had been going through some manual, like local recording using third-party or secondary applications, and you know how that works. But it's like really, they were still sending me compressed files that weren't that much better than that weren't that much better than the ones I got from Zoom. I do like that sound. We're gonna get rid of that one. We'll be going away anyway, but let me mark that down just to make sure. 1928. So anyway, I was actually talking a little earlier about the locals group from Chris Curran and Chris Curran, and he posted a thing how he had to go back and actually like fix a podcast of his from about 6 months ago because he had monitored in headphones alone, and
Definitely.
You'll notice I'm using headphones. You might not be able to see them very well, but they're little in-ear monitors. I use these because I know them very well, but I also use these because they block out exterior sound. But Chris's point was not to use in-ear monitors like this, but it was more to make sure that you know the difference between what you are using and what you're not. For me, these are a set of headphones I've used now for a good long while. I think that's a mouth click, a very loud one.
So I guess
Not a mouth click, but definitely a click that just need to be removed. Okay, another click. That's an that one, it's kind of in the middle of a phrase. I may not be able to remove it.
Something else I was going to say. And
Yeah, that's more than likely removed already, but I will be conscious of that. 130.
so, yeah, that could be.
Going to have to call a dentist. I hate doing that, but I think I have a filled cavity that the filling fell out of or something. I can just feel anytime I drink or eat this sharp thing.
So, yeah, that could be another way to handle that.
Ooh, that is a mouth clip. Ooh, nice little groan there. I have one of those. I try not to let it out very often.
Yep. With that.
Now, just for quality's sake, or just for curiosity's sake, this is the raw audio. This is the original audio that they sent me. So,
Okay.
I actually reverted back to that after doing a process earlier, and it not really actually helping or doing anything. I also did a level thing, and it brought up a lot of these little spike things that you can see on this waveform and made them louder, which is annoying because they're non-audio, or not what I wanted at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just doing this. I think what I'm going to end up doing with this one is I'm not going to use the leveler to get the volume up. I'm going to run it through Vocal Writer, and that's just going to be it. I will use Audacity for that. So much to remove. As I do an
Okay, so don't.
There we go. Okay, so I am pretty much done with this. I'm going to save this as secondary audio. 102 RX. Seth V2. Okay. Let's go ahead and close that here. Bring up Audacity. Let's pull in this. And this is a model file, so we'll do this. And this is an amazingly beneficial tool for sure. Actually, before I run this, I'm going to run gain. Just to load this, or to amplify this a bit. Don't want it to max out, but I did want to amp it up a bit. Okay, there we go. Now, will work. Okay. So it is going to process, do its thing. It will save it and be ready to reinsert it into the video project. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm just kind of doing my thing. Feel free to leave any questions or comments that you have in the live chat. I am paying attention to it every now and again, at least. And I'd love to hear any comments that you have and or thoughts on what it is that we're doing. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's run. Okay. So it is one of those things I usually get on YouTube, YouTube wormholes, if I'm not careful while I'm waiting. So I will try to avoid those. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. It's about the loudness that I need. I can always amplify it a bit. It sounds really clean. I'm not hearing any mouth clicks or noises. Let me double check that, but I just... Okay. So I am going to... I'll do just in this one. That's what I'll do. I really don't think it's going to find anything to do. This is another noise remover. Now, if I wasn't a little bit tired to take the edge off and enjoy things a little bit, I've got a bottle of whiskey over there that I might dip into. But in this case, I'm I'm just tired enough that no, I won't be sipping on anything tonight. Let's see. Okay, that's done. I think I'm going to drop this back at RX. Now that I've amplified the volume. Yes, replace. No, I don't want to add metadata. All I'm going to do Clip's going to do nothing, but I'll run it. Yep. Okay.
For listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. That out of it. So, thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's get into where I can swap this out. Go back, make sure I'm... Okay, this is Seth's thing. So, we will...
All right, so I will get going here in 3, 2, 1.
Voice to noise. And what I'll be doing pretty much is bringing in this new version of this audio file here, putting it in line with this. Should start at the same spot. It's exactly the same file, just reprocessed through RX, so it should line up relatively quickly and easily. And then at the tail end, I may have to do a little Jimmy.
Okay, so don't. Next time. Okay, so don't.
Wish I was more entertaining in the downtimes, but there's a lot of waiting, unfortunately, with podcasting. So it's kind of the nature of the business. Jama, let's check out.
Now, how long have you been out here?
Just a couple days.
And you learned that language?
So I've always wanted to learn a Native American language, but it's been extremely difficult to find anyone with whom I could learn, as most Indigenous American languages are considered critically endangered or extinct. So a couple months ago, I was extremely excited to get in touch with someone who could teach me Navajo, the original language of the Navajo people who live mostly in the Navajo Nation, located in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Navajo is hands down the hardest language I've ever studied, with extremely challenging pronunciation and one of the most complex grammatical systems of any extant language. It's so complex that the language was used by the Navajo code talkers as the basis for a secret communication system during World War II. But even though many young people no longer speak the language, the older generation often still does. And so after a month of studying the language in New York City, and me and my crew's COVID vaccinations, we flew out to New Mexico to find locals to practice with. The Navajo are some of the nicest and most welcoming people I've ever met. And remember to subscribe for the next video where I live with an amazing Navajo family and experience their beautiful traditions. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video, and I'll be donating 100% of the sponsorship profits to Navajo Strong, a nonprofit which supports the Navajo community. Guys, Raycon has just been such an amazing supporter of my channel and helping me do crazy stuff like this. And so they're just really cool wireless earbuds that fit really well and sound really great and cost half of what other premium wireless earbuds are gonna cost you. And they're perfect for just like listening to podcasts or music, or if you like working out like I do, they're great because they're sweat resistant and they fit really well so they don't come out. You get 6 hours of playtime and 24 hours of battery life with the included case. They really just last and last. You don't really have to charge them so often. Co-founded by the musician Ray J, they have really, really powerful bass, so if you like listening to music, and particularly like bass heavy music, they're awesome. So if you guys are interested in getting a pair of Raycons for yourself, make sure to go to buyraycon.com/shoutmyNYC and get 15% off your order today. Now, back to New Mexico. Come on, guys. So for my first time ever speaking Navajo in the wild, me and my friend Dave decided to go and try some typical Navajo stores in the area. Fresh meat and groceries.
Also Navajo tea. I've heard about this. Hi there. Yeah, this one, and I heard about. Do you speak Navajo? You know
What did you need to
what this is called in Navajo?
The Navajo?
The name? Yeah.
I can get some money for you.
Oh.
Navajo tea?
Like de or something? De?
You know how to speak Navajo?
A little bit. Oh, I'll speak ago.
Yeah,
Yeah. De. Niish go win hola. Niish go win hola.
We used to make them, but then they fill the whole pot.
Niish nisfakan.
Pecan oat.
Oh. Oh.
And the other one has, there's 10 in the bag.
Okay.
He's only been studying for a month.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm learning. Yeah. She YouTuber she video ashlabo dine bizad bohosha.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm just looking for people that practice it. Yeah.
He doesn't sound like a white boy.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
She New York de Shaman.
New
New
York?
York de Shaman.
Wait, are you the guy that's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I've seen your videos.
Hey man, what's up? How are you? You better? Hey. Sebi. All right. I'll go in there.
Do you need some help?
How are you? Sure. Yeah, we're just driving through and saw this place and it looked pretty interesting. So we're from New York, so we wanted to see if you had anything interesting to get that you would recommend.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Navajo stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
Let me show you around then. First of all,
sure.
these ones are just supplies for people who do beadwork. And of course the wool is for weaving. Of course our shop is a pawn shop. They'll give us our jewelry. Those are all brand new. Those are not been sold at all. I mean, they're not been owned.
Shema jewelry business Diego. Yeah.
Great.
He loves it. We're trying to.
Now, how long have you been out here?
Just a couple days.
And you learned that language?
No. Je New York de Tasa
Wait. Okay, hold on. Can I record you talking now?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Because I have a son-in-law.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him
Yeah.
it's possibly learned. So far he's learned a little bit of the.
YouTuber initially. We're actually making a video right now.
So he's videoing it?
Yeah.
Ah, you guys are sly. So
She's
that's
still
what we have.
processing. I'm not completely wasting time.
Scarves? No, they're not having these.
Dean it's Aspiza?
Oh, being Scottish.
Yeah. These are bracelets or
No, those are necklaces that
necklaces?
you're looking at.
Okay. Well, yeah, necklace. Necklace.
Yo.
Yo.
So I don't understand. You live in New York. Why did you take interest in taking it to
I have wanted to
Navajo?
learn for a long time actually, but it's been really difficult to find somebody to teach me, to have the opportunity to really learn like an original language of America. It's just
Do you get them mixed up?
a little bit. A piece to go.
You count numbers too?
Yeah, I can try. Let's do this.
Okay, well tell me how much that is.
Okay. Nitsadin Sebi, 89.
You need to learn the sense.
Yeah, the sense part is too hard. 89. Right, it's right.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Have like 2 weeks or 2 days.
We're having a good time. We're going to Rock Point, and we're gonna go live with in Hogan with a local family. Yeah. So.
You can get used to going out to the house.
Oh my God! Wait, guys, ready for that? All right, I'm going.
So the next day, we went to get some Navajo breakfast, and something very unexpected happened.
Can you go in?
We're still closed to the public, so if you want to order out, you just have to call that number.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you guys want a menu?
Yeah, have.
So right now it's breakfast, and we're only doing breakfast burritos until 10:15, and then later is like the rest of it.
Breakfast burrito. Oh, you guys have the atoll?
Right here, we're gonna be doing hominy mutton.
Okay.
You can call it in now
Yeah.
and pick up at 11.
Oh, cool.
I don't speak fluent.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go get those ladies.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Go ahead and call the
Oh,
number.
we have to
and
call.
she'll-
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. See if we can order in Navajo.
Oh, that's so cool. That'll be so cool.
Hi, good morning. Nache, burrito? Yeah. Okay. She's laughing. Bacon or sauce? I guess, haina jone? Haina jone? Ade yosukan. They're all good? Okay, great. Tasa e sausage, do tasa e bacon. Yeah. Oh. Nada. Tuo. To de quigo. Ta. Oh.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
And the Laganas are learning our language.
Oh.
I was wondering what she was doing because we do that with the grandpas or the grandmas, you know, when they want to do that. And,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, it's just somebody grandpa on the phone or something. What would that be?
Ashla.
80 cents.
Oh, see, I'm not good at sense. Hola.
So what's your YouTube channel?
It's called Xiaoma NYC. XIAO. Shiji, na das toze, nila.
Oh, okay. Wow, 3 million followers.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Wow.
My name is, Yego.
This is the 3rd hardest in the world, right?
Yeah, I believe it.
Russian, just Chinese, and then Navajo.
Oh, well, here's the thing. She na das toze, Yeyashti, Yego. But I can tell you, Navajo's way harder than Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Because I've been learning in New York for a month.
That's a month?
Yeah.
Let me show you some pictures real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure.
They're probably
Secret
from
access.
the 40, 50, 60s.
Yeah.
These are actually, some are 53, so that's grandma.
Yeah.
And she's butchering.
Lamb season,
This is
lamb
really
season. You might see some little animals.
I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you while I'm waiting.
Ooh, that's what we show here.
Yego,
Oh,
yeah.
I think you're part Navajo somewhere.
Then they all of a sudden invited us back to the kitchen to learn how to make Navajo breakfast.
Gotta go wash your hands really good. You're not gonna really see it that way.
You made it look very easy, but I doubt it's gonna be so easy. Yeah. Not too much. Like this? Or? It's good.
Okay, we'll watch more of that later when we're waiting more. Let's see how it sounds.
One of the common things, there's, I don't know if it's a debate or whatnot, just a different.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay,
totally.
Okay. I'm going to call it good. Save that. I still see one of you hanging on, so that must be at least nominally interesting. Again, I'm fooling around just getting this done, and every now and again you wait long enough. You got to do something different while you're waiting. Come on. There we go. 3 monitors. It's a little to manage sometimes. There we go. Okay. Oh, I did have that minimized on purpose. Never mind. Okay. So that is good. Seth V2 is done. Now we need to get to the beginning here and get Seth V2 lined up with the beginning of this.
All right, so I will get going here in 3, 2, 1. Hey, tipsters, how's it going? This is Seth and Jaron. Welcome to the RE Tipster Podcast. In today's episode, Jaron and I are going to sit down to talk about a pretty...
Okay, I'm going to go towards the end.
Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
So, the other thing that I'm anticipating in this case... They do not quite line up. This is actually a little short, so I'm going to re-time it a little bit. Pull it out just a hair. Doesn't need much.
Okay, so don't hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening. Hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Okay. And the other thing I need to do is I need to give this a host. This is a host role.
Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Okay.
Tipster.com/102. And if you're listening to this on your phone, text the word free to the number 33777. Hope you guys enjoy this conversation. It's kind of a unique thing that we haven't done a whole lot of, just me and Jaron talking about these kind of things, but
A little better. Okay.
take what we shared with them. I think we just like saved people so much money.
I'm going to boost the volume with Vocal Rider here. This. I have a preset for it that usually works pretty well. Let's let that run for a minute.
I know there's a lot of other land investors out there who would be well equipped to answer a lot of these same questions, but I feel like we are uniquely equipped to address some of these things because, like, this is like what we talk about every month in our office.
Okay, so.
And we'll talk to you guys next time. Jaron talking about these kind of things, but hopefully somebody out there got something out of it. So thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Okay. That one's as good as it's going to get. Got a checklist down here. But now it's not giving me the chance to actually check it off. Why are you not giving me that? Stuttering and restarting. 33.
Would be if it's destroying your personal life. You know, if you can't figure out if you can't figure out if it's destroying your personal life. You know, if you can't figure out
Okay, so he is wanting this section cut out. And what I'll do is a little bit of this trickery. Cut out that chunk. I am working backwards on purpose since I'm cutting out sections
it's destroying
that get
your
shorter and
personal
shorter.
life. If you can't figure out a way to make your business activity work within the confines of your personal commitments and that kind of thing, and have the two play nice, like, you might want to prioritize your relationships.
Okay, cool. It's annoying. All right, anyway, stuttering done. 3250. That was cut out. 3250. There's no edits there. But let's see where we are.
So I don't know. I know as I think about that, in terms of like reasons to literally quit and say I'm done with this, would be if it's destroying your personal life.
Oh, I hear it.
I know as I think about that,
Probably got filtered out actually because he's kind of going real low, and yeah, I edited that out accidentally. So, okay, so that one's fixed. What I saw trying to say the word. We can both chime in on this. 132.09.
brutally honest question of both of us. We can both chime in on this. We covered everything, but we covered most of the stuff we were going to talk about. But as we wrap this up, I just want to ask kind of a brutally honest question of both of us. We can both chime in honest question of both of us. We can both chime in. We can both chime in. Both of us. We can both chime in. We can both chime in. We can both chime in. Brutally honest question of both of us, and we can both chime in on this.
Really zoomed in here. Off a little. Let's see how it sounds.
Of both of us, and we can both chime in on this. This question of both of us. A brutally honest question of both of us. Of both of us.
Okay, so we are going to take. We're going to take it out here. So, and then we'll fade that out just a little bit at the tail end there.
Brutally honest question, and we can both chime in on this. So is there...
Yeah, okay, that works. That's better. $28.30. $6.30.
And but even beyond that,
proof of a paper trail.
so I guess I retract my earlier statement where I said you could use it for anything. Not anything, but a lot of things. You know, a business expense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna link to
system. They just need proof of a paper trail.
Okay, cool. Got a good list, but these are going along pretty quickly. Then we have to do the detail audio edit. That's fun. Okay. 2403, 2403.
and you can use that money for I can't use it for. You can use that money for literally anything. Like there's no rules saying what you can or can't use it for. You can take the money and convert it to cash and is you're able to get business credit cards, which do not show up on your personal credit report because it's a business line of credit. And you can take the money and convert it to cash. Because it's a business line of credit. You can take the money and convert it to cash. And
get rid of those ands. There is
line of credit. You can take the money and convert it to cash and buy real estate with it through a intermediary called Plastic. And called Plastic. And but the big catch is
doesn't matter though, because I'm gonna remove the and
cash and buy real estate with it through a intermediary called Plastic. But the big catch is, this 0% interest.
Okay. Jaren's mistake, 120 to 42.
When you're using somebody else's property, when you're using somebody else's money to buy. Because when you're using somebody else's property, when you're thought about bringing on a private money partner, because when you're using somebody else's property, when you're
Wow, that was rough.
about bringing on a private money partner. Because when you're using somebody else's property, when
that chunk and switch back to Jaren's feed here. There we go. So
like I think 2 years or 3 years before I even thought about bringing on a private money partner. Sorry, when you're using somebody else's sorry, when you're
I'm gonna roll this in a little.
private money partner, when you're using somebody else's money to buy a property, somebody else's money to buy a property, if you're wrong or you lose money, like that's your reputation on the
Instagram break. I would convert my desk into standing desk mode and stand up for a bit, but I've had a leg cramp in my shin for a while, and it's not going away. Okay, anyway, back to the list. That one's done. 21, 46, 45. Don't think he realizes quite how hard it is to make this type of edit in video, but we shall see.
Do it this way, but it's more effective too. So, yeah, I mean, whatever situation you're whatever situation you're in. Yeah, I mean, whatever situation. But it's more effective too. So whatever situation you're in, whether you have more money or a lack of money, but you do have time, keep your radar out. or a lack of money, but you do have time, keep your radar.
Just gonna put a very short dissolve there.
Or money or a lack of money, but you do have time, keep your radar out. But you do have time, keep your radar out and look for people and strike up these conversations and network, because it can really solve a huge problem.
Actually, get rid of that. Back. Nope. Change the video angle to Seth, and then back to.
You're in, whether you have more money or a lack of money, but you do have time, keep your radar out and look for people and strike up these conversations and network, because it can really solve a huge problem.
Yeah, and
Problem.
Yeah.
That is an errant sound that I do not like.
Solve a huge problem.
Yeah, and if you can, I think it would be
$220. Okay. You're still hanging out. I thank you. I can't tell at this point. a stretch break and streaming for 2.5 hours. Nobody's going to be watching this. Not if it's not live. Anyway, thanks for joining me while you joined me. And I will keep powering through this as best I can, but I need a short break. So, talk to you later.